the internet is a physical thing. It's a series of devices that exist in the world that have data on them or that transmit data via a wireless connection to another physical thing that then puts it on a wire and takes it to other physical devices that are located around the world. Or it's any number of different things that exist. The data, the mechanisms, the routers, the wires, it's all connected in a variety of different ways, and is all in this, under the jurisdiction of somebody in the old-fashioned legal world that we know. So, for example, data that goes to a foreign country, data that resides on a server in India, for example, is going to be, and the data does exist somewhere, right? It is going to physically exist on, let's say, stored data. It's going to physically exist on a computer, on a server somewhere in the world, and when it is in some part of the world, it's going to be subject to the laws of that jurisdiction. That is just the way it is, and it's important to remember that, I think, as we work our way through this issue, ECPA issues, and a whole range of cyber issues that we're confronting. Another quick thought with respect to email. I mean, email is a difficult area, and it's difficult to figure out exactly what to do in that area. A lot of analogies have been drawn to the physical mail. Now, I'll just say that physical mail or phone calls, the analogy is not perfect, and I guess I would say it's a cautionary note to folks as you work through some of these issues and try to come up with the appropriate analogy. It's pretty tough sometimes because, for example, with the mail, I think most people would be shocked if the U.S. Postal Service, when you gave them the envelope that Jim Dempsey was talking about a little while ago, if you gave them the envelope and somehow they could scan through the contents of it, highlight terms in the mail so that when it got delivered they'd be highlighted with a little typed out link to a website somewhere that might have some interesting related feature that you'd look at, and then send you a junk mail that's related to the content of your actual mail that's sealed in an envelope. I think we don't actually treat email the same way that we treat the physical mail, and so that doesn't mean we should come out one way or the other in terms of protecting email differently than regular mail. It may be at the end of the day that that's the right decision, and that's what everybody decides to do. But the point is that as you think about these things, it's important not to draw analogies that are not actually accurate and that really reflect what it is that we do in the physical world and how we handle these. So with that, again, thank you very much, Ben, and look forward to some of the questions.